Okay, I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to join. Hey guys, how's it going? We'll start in a minute. Hey Murky. Hey Niall. Okay. Joseph is first. Don't know if he's in yet. Just download it. Hey Stefan. Just wanted to say huge thanks for your content, helping me a lot. That's good, man. Really happy. Thanks for watching my content. Okay, I don't know if Joseph is actually on. He said he would be. He sent in his track like an hour ago, so... Yep, he is on. Cool. Right, let's have a listen. think it's got very nice elements in it. I like the sound of the piano. But maybe try and let through a little bit more sub on the piano, so you could maybe add another octave down. Down there, maybe. You could just try that. And then so far the mix wise, I think the top end's lacking a little bit. It's like the hats are too quiet. If you look at like other pro tracks, you'll see that usually the sub and the hats are pretty much as loud as each other, and the rest of the mix is like this kind of like a smile shape. So it's usually the sub and the hats are the loudest point of the track. So I think, yeah, the hats and the clap and stuff could come up a bit. Yeah, I quite like the ARP. I think the ARP could have like a more staccato sound to it, so I think if you just shorten the decay on the filter envelope a bit, and just open it up maybe like towards the end of a phrase and then close it again. Because it's a bit too sustained for my taste, I think. It sounds nice. Is it the background ARP or the main synth ARP? The main synth ARP. The one at the front of the mix. Yeah, that one. Headphones just fell off my desk. Hang on. Just want to have a look at this EQ. Yes, I think like we can reduce. Maybe just turn down that ARP a touch. Like if I was mastering this, I would probably do some sort of EQ like that to it. But don't do that on your master. Rather just go in and turn stuff up and turn other things down to kind of match that. But yeah, I think all the sounds you've chosen work really well together. I like the drums, I like the ARP, everything. I think it's quite nice. I think it's quite a nice composition. And I've heard a few of your other tracks, so I think this one's quite an improvement from the other ones. A good work there. Cool. Next up, Blue Dot. Is the name of the song or the artist? Oh yeah, it's the name of the song. It's not. It is downloadable. Yeah, I'm just going to turn this up. Yeah, when you send stuff in, I do recommend just putting a limiter on it and pushing a little bit so that all the songs on the stream are kind of, you know, at their maximum loudness. Not their maximum loudness, but relatively similar loudness, because otherwise people struggle to hear them. So I'm just going to put a subtle limiter on there that's not doing anything really to the sound. Yeah. So far it just feels really empty, especially in the high end. Like there's definitely room for a whole lot more percussion, hats, synths in the top end. Like if you're only going to have that Reese in there as a synth, you know, you could probably open it up a bit more. Donation. We all need good tools. Thank you for your knowledge. Thanks, Thomas, for the $2. Really appreciate it. Yeah, mostly this just feels really empty, like there's not much going on. The ARP, I think because the ARP is like the only other main sound going on, you could open up the envelope filter envelope on it so that the beginning of the sound has like a lot more top end in it. And then definitely it needs, maybe you could layer the hi-hat with something with more sustain on it. That's a bit louder. Yeah, just fill out the drums, more percussive stuff in the top end.
The earth might not seem of any particular interest, but for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. That's us.
Yeah, over here the drums sound a bit better. The clap or snare, whatever's in there, is still super quiet though.
But for us, it's different.
I like how the vocals processed, like the ring mod on it or whatever you have on there. Sounds like a, I don't know, tremolo or something. Sounds pretty cool. I think the vocals could also just be a bit more present and maybe a little bit louder.
That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. That's us.
Yeah, so for most part, I think it just feels a bit empty. think the kick sounds okay. Clap needs to come up, or snare, whatever that is. Hats definitely need a lot more like variation, and they just need to be fuller and louder. I think that's... Yeah, I'd work on that ARP, making it, you know, a bit brighter and a bit more dynamic, so like more automation and stuff on the ARP. And it's just not very compelling, so I don't know, maybe you can come up with another melody to layer over that ARP just to introduce a new harmony or something that is more like memorable. And yeah, keep working on it. Thanks for sending it in. And we've got Murky. Jules, I'm struggling to get my rolling bass right. There's also some warmth from my lead. Okay. No download on this one. Yeah, this section is really quiet. I think it's fine if it starts off this quiet, but it should at least, you know, fade in a bit louder. Turn this up a bit on my monitors. Yeah, so the first thing I'm noticing with that rolling bass is it doesn't sound really plucky. It sounds like really sustained. So I think you need to... Have you got a filter envelope on it? If you've got a filter envelope on it, then you need to shorten the decay on it. I would say to maybe like 250 milliseconds or something like that. Yeah, because it doesn't sound like it's like plucking, it just sounds really sustained. And with the ARP, I think it's too dark. Like it's not. You need to have the start of the sound a little bit brighter. So on your filter envelope, have like the envelope amount quite high, but then you can bring down the sustain all the way to 0 and bring the decay down really short. That way you can still have like a dark ARP, but just the beginning of the sound is popping through, and that'll create like that warmth. Like, I'll just quickly show you what I mean with this bass, because that's definitely the problem I'm hearing. So if you've got like a Say we've got like a thing at A on 16th notes. Okay, so it sounds like you're just doing this. It doesn't sound to me like it's actually plucking. So what you need to do is just take a filter envelope and turn that down to like 220 or something, and bring this down and make it actually pluck. And then maybe add like another octave on top of that. Or even like a fifth. My neighbors are building and it's really annoying. Yeah, and then like with the actual pluck, so if I move this up to like a pluck sound, yours sounds a bit like dark like that, so I would just brighten it up, maybe like shorten that pluck. And then you can always add like a bit of distortion to it, a bit of saturation just to give it that warmth. Oh, you did it in Serum low 6. Yeah, 6 dB filter is way too gentle. Like, if I bring that back down, and you can hear it's like barely doing anything to the sound. It's kind of just taking out those very high tops, but you want it to be like really spanking the sound. Even 24 sounds fine, so that's probably your problem with that bass line. Oh wait, what the hell? I'm listening to the wrong track. My bad, I was like, I'm sure I've listened to this one before. It's your fault for not enabling downloads. Yeah, I think the ARP musically is quite nice. I think the drums are also just like lacking quite a lot of high end. Like the kick and the clap and the hats need to all be like consistent with their high end. Like you want a nice level sort of frequency range, you know, from I'd say like 7K upwards. You want, you know, your hat, your clap, and your kick to all have something up there that's kind of like consistent. And then your synths also need something to like match that high end energy. And that just like, if you think of like your mix like in 2 dimensions, so like a bottom and the top of the mix, like you want to really fill that out. And you need to do that, you need to like have a lot of high end in your drums and in your synths, and same thing with the low end. Like I always used to, when I first started producing, listen to professional songs and feel like my speakers almost felt like they were taller when I listened to professional songs, and when I listened to mine, it felt like my speakers were like tiny little Bluetooth speakers. And that was because their mixes were like so much more open and like full in the top and the bottom end, and the mid range was like, on mine, everything was just in the mid range. So the low end was weak and the top end was weak, and that's why the speakers felt like they were short, if that makes sense. So yeah, just work on trying to fill those things out and like make them nice and consistent. So you're asking if you could make those changes in the mix with saturation and compression. No, I wouldn't make them with saturation and compression. I would make them with choosing sounds that have, you know, more high end in them, turning up the ones that you do have. Maybe, so I would turn up the low. I don't know about the low end actually. Maybe the low end's okay. I would focus on just filling out the top end of the track with like more hats, you know, go into your synth patches and open them up a bit more. Don't turn to like processing to fix the track. Like don't turn to EQ and compression and stuff to fill out the top end. Fill it out with actual sounds that already have got those frequencies in them. Like if you try and fill it out with compression and saturation, it's not going to sound nice. It's just going to sound like over processed, and it won't sound any better. Like the most powerful mixing tool you have, anybody has, is your volume faders. That's how you get a good mix, is by setting the right levels on everything. And then like afterwards, compression and saturation and everything is just like that last 10% sparkle that you're adding to the track. But the main bulk of your mixing is done with these volume faders. Okay. So Niall, the pilot, is having his usual struggles with arrangement. Okay, I'm just going to download that. Shit, my limiter's still on. Well, this looks like it needs a limiter on it anyway. Why is it turned down so much? It looks like it's been limited, but it's got like a ceiling on the limiter, like a really low ceiling. Yeah, I think this transition is quite effective actually. A good work on that. The kick just feels a bit weak, I think. I think a kick with more sub in it, more like punch. Doesn't need more high end, it just needs a bit more like sub punch to it. I think that would really help because it's kind of just like a really warm drop, and you have like room to just like have a nice thumping sub. Not really a fan of this clap. Just don't like the sound of it. I think I'll just try a few other claps. And then over here the clap kind of loses its presence. Sounds like you've got a different clap here, but it's weaker than this one, which is strange. My neighbors are building, and they just start every evening. They start building like around this time, and, like sawing shit and using power tools, and it ends at about 8 p.m. It's just the most ridiculous thing ever. Now I can't hear shit, so I'm just gonna grab my headphones. I don't know if it's coming through my mic. Let me know if you guys can hear all the like drilling and stuff. So what happened here? Why does it not continue? Are you stuck with the arrangement over here? Yeah, so I like the melodic ideas and stuff. I think they all sound nice. I think I'd work on that clap and that one. I don't know, I'll just try different sounds, like maybe like less reverby claps. Maybe work on those hats a bit more. Just maybe like a bit more variation in the hats. And then I think from here, I would just pretty much do the same thing you did over here. So just build in all these same elements, do a similar kind of drop, and maybe just find another, like literally just, you could, you know, copy paste this to here and then drop into the same thing. All you need is like one different synth to make an entire new section. You know, even just like a little synth plotting along on the tonic of your whatever key you're in. Something like that, or maybe like a little vocal chop or anything to just differentiate the two drops or choruses or whatever you want to call them. Like every time I make a song, it's always just an intro and like a so-called drop. So no, they're not drops because they don't like go hard, but yeah, I just make that and then I literally copy paste it, and then I go and I try and make the breakdown a bit different by adding in different things, maybe removing something, and then the second drop is exactly a copy of the first one, but I've just added another synth in or something, or you know, opened up the filters on the synths from the first drop. It's pretty, like if you think of it like that, it's a really simple task, and it just makes it a bit more fun to produce because it makes it seem less daunting. Okay. Thomas Mviller. Do we have a download on this? so there's like nothing obvious that I would fix on this track. Maybe make the kick a bit louder. I think like musically it's not really my cup of tea. I don't find the melodies and stuff really like compelling, or they don't make me feel anything, if that makes sense. I think the sound design on maybe put like a bit more focus on the bass sounds that you have there, because they sound kind of cool. So I think like the track stays pretty interesting. Like the automation and stuff sounds like it's, continuously changing, so that's good. I think the mix is okay. I don't know if I could use like maybe a bit more work on the like hats, just making it a bit more interesting, maybe adding some rides and stuff in there. I like all the random percussive sounds that you have popping in and out. So decent job. Yeah, so people seem to like it. It's just not my style, so that's fine. Everybody's got their taste. But yeah, there's not much wrong with it, so good work. Okay, Remnick. Oh, definitely not going to be able to do all of these today, because I am clocking off in 9 minutes time. Kick here just feels like a bit too clicky and not enough low end punch. The main thing I'm hearing is like the drum sounds are just a bit weak. Like I think they're just, you need to just find or try out different clap sounds, different kick. The synths sound fine. Good kick would improve this track by like 10 times. think over here it's getting a bit busy. I don't really know what to focus on, like which synth is the main synth over here that I'm supposed to be listening to. So I think you need to just work on putting something at the front of the mix and then pushing everything else to the back. Alright, thanks for sending it in, and sorry it's a very short stream today. We only did 1 hour, but it's boiling in the UK today, and I have no fan, no aircon. All my doors and windows are closed, and if I open them it's like noise just blasts into the room. So can't really stand much more than an hour today. Thanks to everybody who sent tracks in, and I will catch you next week. Have a good weekend, everybody. See you later.